So here we have the first question where lot of exponents are there and you need to be really smart if you have to solve this question. So here you have 3 raised to power something. So on the left hand side, you should have everything converted to 3 raised to power only. See, we can only find a variable in the exponent when you have the same bases on the left hand side and the right hand side. That is the first important thing you should understand. And therefore, apart from 3 as the base, whatever you have will have to vanish. So what apart from that we have here, we have powers of 2 also. So let's convert all these like 27, 32, 9, 81, 6, 243. They are not prime numbers. So we can actually resolve them into factors. Only this 2, base 2 is a prime number. Rest all are composite numbers. So I'll break all those in terms of its prime factors first so that we have a simplified version of the problem. Let's see. So the first thing I'm going to do is to resolve this 27. 27 is 3 cube, right? And we have a power 9 here. Times 32 is 2 raised to power 5. And we have a power 5 also here. So this is done. 9 is 3 square. What is the power? 27. So we have resolved this also. Now 81. 81 if you know is 9 square or 3 raised to power 4. And then we have a power 5 here. So I'll write the power 5 also. In the denominator, we have 2 raised to power 20, which I can't do anything there because it is prime. 6 raised to power 5 is 2 raised to power 5 times 3 raised to power 5. That is 6 raised to power 5. And 243. 81 times 3 is 243. I wrote 3 raised to power 4 here. So I'll write 3 raised to power 5 here. And power 5. Now this is the first step. You have to be very quick in resolving everything to a prime base. A prime base, that is important. Equals 3 raised to power something. So we have to find that something. Now what happens here is, let's first take the terms which don't have the base 3. Here you have 2 raised to power 5 times 5, which is 25. Here you have 2 raised to power 20 and 2 raised to power 5, which multiply together to give 2 raised to power 25. So this factor is actually getting cancelled by these two factors. And that was bound to happen because 3 is the base here. So you can't have any term containing any other base except 3. Otherwise you can't find x. Right? Now we have all the bases as 3 and here also we have 3. So let's apply the laws. 3 raised to power what? 9 3 times is 27 plus 27 2 times is 54 plus 5 4 times is 20 minus 5 and minus 5 5s are 25 equals 3 raised to power x. So I have reduced it to a common base. Now 3 raised to power, how do we do it? 27 minus 25 is 2, 22, 22 minus 5 is 17, 17 plus 54 is 71 and is equal to 3 raised to power x. So the value of x comes out to be 71 because the base is same. So we can have the value of x equated and x comes out to be 71 and here is your answer E71. Friends, not difficult, but it looks difficult, it looks scary, especially when you are not aware of the laws of exponents. Let's see another one. Here we have a question in which there are a lot of operations, percentages, square roots, decimals, even BODMAS applies here, 8th root, that's scary, right? So how do you simplify this problem? See, 50% is pretty obvious. You should know 50% of any number is half of that number. And you should know square root of 1.69. 169 is a perfect square, that is 13 square. So when you put a decimal 2 digits from the right hand side, this is actually half, that is 50% of 1.3. So 13 square is 169. So 1.3 square is 1.69. So this is the first part. Plus. Now I should know what is 16.66% of something. Now, if you know 16.66%, how to convert that into what? A fraction, then it works. If you don't know that, it is difficult. 16.67 times 3 is approximately 50, and 16.67 times 6 obviously is 100. So this is 1/6, 1/6, and that's where we need to be smart. If you write 1/6 in place of this, of 9/216. Now square root of 9/216, 16 means ending in 4 or ending in 6. 92, below 92 you have the perfect square, what? 9, right? 9 square 81. So 94 or 96, either of the two is the answer. In between them we have 95, whose square is 9 tens are 90, and 25. My number 9216 is greater, so the square root is 96. So this is 96. Minus something equals. Now look at this. When you have 8th root, so 256 raised to power 4, this is inside the 8th root, and 8th root means 1/8, the power 1/8, and therefore this is practically 1/2. The power is 1/2. If you know 256 is the square of 16, so 16 square power 1/2 is actually 16, and therefore the right hand side is nothing but 16. Now this is what is smartness all about. If you can do all these operations which I have done in a single step mentally in 15 seconds, then you can solve this in the next 10 seconds time. And solving this type of question in 30 seconds, only 1% of the students can actually do it. So friends, watch what happens next. Half of 1.3. So this is practically half of 13 by 10, right? So you can write it as 13 by 20 plus 1/6 of 96. This is, I think, you'll see that this gets cancelled exactly 16 times. So you have a 16 here, and minus 16 because this comes here, and equal to x goes there. Why you got 16? Because that was getting cancelled, and your answer is x equals 13 upon 20, which if you do 5 times, you get 65 upon 100, which is 0.65. See, everywhere smartness works. 13 upon 20, don't divide 13 by 20. Convert that to a base 100 so that you have a number to be divided by 100, not by 20. So 0.65 or C is the answer for this particular question. Lot of things done here on the board because I have to explain everything to you. I took a lot of time, but smartness, again I talk about smartness every time I do simplification problems. And friends, these are the things you have to teach to the students. And don't forget to send me a message on WhatsApp 9896369963 to get a copy of the ebook of short tricks if you want to be smart, if you want to calculate just like I do. And I hope this will help you a great deal. Share this video if you like it. Do subscribe the channel, and don't forget to click the bell shaped icon to get all the notifications on the channel. Thanks for watching this video, and all the best.